But yeah, what are we saying then? So we say you should be using
The No Name Podcast.
I definitely know I need to change the mic. I remember from the last episode I need to change the mic still.
True that.
So who's
No
praying?
Name.
Who's praying?
Was it my turn? Everyone's looking at me.
See, they're looking at
Your
you
turn to pray
dead
for
in
him.
your eyes.
Saying no.
I ain't got my towel. It's a
don't need
nightmare
it.
what I'm trying to do.
Stay clean.
Yeah, Heavenly Father.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Please guide and direct us in this podcast. Lead us to the right way. Help and protect us. Each and every one of our friends and family. Guide and direct them also. Amen.
Amen.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Let's get it.
Straight.
Let's get it.
Get it.
Big congrats to man like F's.
Yo, I almost didn't
Newborn.
make it. Almost didn't make it.
Since the last podcast, what you saying? You had a newborn.
Yeah, like as if my life wasn't already
What?
as crazy as it could be.
How crazy?
It's
Talk to us.
wild, bro.
Like what?
It's a blessing, bro.
What, are we recording?
Yeah, man. Give us the
Nice
wildness of
one.
your life, man.
Nah, just like obviously my situations, like where I come from. Obviously, I've been ill, and then like music, and then like trying to get back into the swing of things.
Burner Boy gig.
Yeah, that's crazy as well. Yeah,
Well, you ready
Shout
for
out
that,
Burna.
though?
You done it already?
No, but it's going on, though,
I'm
isn't it?
going again.
Yeah,
Are you going
We
again?
go again. We kick on.
Oh.
Am I ready?
Like physically, health-wise, everything. Like you feel like fully.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freestyle thing.
Standard.
See what happens.
Bro, winging it. Do
hear
you understand what I'm saying to you?
hear that.
And if I drop out of the sky, then
God forbid, touch wood.
I dropped out. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
You're good.
But yeah, now little man's here now. Shout out little Zeke's.
Zeke. What's the full name, man? Zeke. Is it Ezekiel, isn't it?
Ezekiel, Judah, Ayomide, Oluwadara on the sun. Dara on the sun.
You don't know your own son's name? Here
Yeah, nah, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a
It is
lot. There's a lot going
it's a
on.
lot.
So, it
Who
got-
picked that name, though?
so basically, in the culture, I shout out all my Yorubas in the building. There's not only just me, but in. So you have the grandparents on the mother's side will pick a name. The grandparents on the father's side will pick a name. The grandmother or the eldest, most senior will pick a name, or the great grandmother as it would be, and then you as parents pick a name as well.
But what if you don't like the name, like the grandparents pick?
But what order do they pick the name
Yeah,
in?
you
That's my
get.
thing.
They'll pick you. They'll give you they'll pick names, and then you can
And
look
then
at
you
the
choose.
names.
Oh, you choose the order?
You choose the order, and you choose the names that you like.
Okay, cool.
So Ezekiel was a name that we had, and that my sister and my mum had picked. That was like one of their first choices, was one of our first choices. So definitely that's going to be his first name.
Yeah.
Judah was a name that his grandparents on her side picked, At's mum and dad, which we liked as well because could have been his first name. So Ezekiel Judah we loved those two first, and obviously
Both biblical.
both biblical, and then Ayomide means God. What's it mean again? God's. Now my joys come Oluwadara.
First you didn't know the name, now you don't know what it means. You know?
Bro, naming ceremony.
I
you have to.
didn't want to say anything. I just,
Yeah,
just,
but-
let,
crazy,
just let him do his thing.
There's a lot going on. I haven't slept in 10 days, by the way.
Excuse
So
me.
forgive me.
Why?
Because his little man's not sleeping. Bro.
Natural.
But you
That's
mess
how
it-
it goes, you know.
But watch this, yeah. I'm going to show you a video of what he was sending me when his baby was being born. During the birth.
Or he's texting you during the
Texting.
I was filming.
Videoing,
I was
videoing.
filming. I was.
He was videoing.
Instagram live and that.
S-messing me about 4 a.m. Yeah, little man's on the way. Little doesn't know I'm up.
That message back. I said, "Yee."
I'm charged up. But me and him are now charged up all night. We're charged up for the whole birth, all the way for the birth. Bruv, if you see what this guy, he's looking around the hospital, going around the hospital, looking for gas.
Looking for gas.
Hey, but by the way, gas and air
Brother.
is a mess.
He's looking for gas.
Okay.
Bro,
He's in another room that he's not supposed to be in.
Right. It's a mad thing though, isn't it?
What the?
It's a mad thing still.
Bro,
Mad
you
thing.
know, yeah? Sorry, sidebar. It was so funny because I'm there like taking it in, cuz. The woman comes, the midwife comes in like, are you pregnant? I said,
Yes.
I don't know, I might be.
I would have said yes.
She's like, that's for pregnant women. You can't have it. So she took, there's like a little thing that goes on top of it that you can't use it without.
Oh, yeah.
So she took it. So, hung it up. I said,
I can take it down.
you obviously don't know me, innit?
I can take it down.
I'm on this thing. So that now I'm doing 007 MI5 in and out of the rooms. Fam, I located the things.
Bruv, he sent me. Let me show you the video. I'm gonna show you the
I
video.
located the things,
Bruv.
and I took 2 just in case he came back.
You have
and
to do it, man. Once
Bro.
you're in there, you have to do it.
Bro, it was lit.
Straight, man. That's standard.
T was getting vexed. You're pissing me off because you're charged. I'm just there.
No worries, like,
That's him. During the birth. During the
one eye's
birth.
pointing there, the other one's pointing there. It's
Bruv, you think that's the only video?
Bro, I'm on the
Brother.
now, yeah.
Look at him. I want them to hear his breathing.
He's all about it. So how was it like? You know, like during this COVID thing, when it was my turn, I could only stay there for 3 days. And then as soon as the baby was born, it's like, yeah, you need to go out.
Yeah, so it's slightly different. So they're still doing the appointments. It was obviously as a first time father. It was quite irritating because you can't experience any of it with your missus in terms of the appointments, all the stuff they're talking through.
Because of COVID.
Yeah, so like even though like no one's positive, everything's cool, there's only one person allowed in the room. So when it came time for the birth, so I was allowed to go to one scan and be the birthing partner. So it's slightly different. So with a birthing partner, because we're allowed or we're in bubble or whatever you want to call it, I can do everything that she can do on that day. So I was allowed to be in the birthing room. I was allowed to be in the room afterwards with the baby. When they went to check the baby and she had to have a little surgery.
Was it natural birth?
Yeah, natural birth. So
Big up team, man.
yeah, she did well. She did well. So she was she had to go and do whatever she needed to do. I was allowed to stay, and I was allowed to stay with him. Then I went home because there was nowhere for me to sleep, and then I came back later on in the day, and it was still, of course, allowed to walk straight in and do all that. But a lot of people during the pandemic weren't allowed. I don't know how that would have been. Women just doing it on their own, and that's crazy.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, sad.
I was lucky
sad.
though. I was lucky because like they first said I'm not allowed to be in, innit? So like she was in the hospital 2 days before she even gave birth. I was meant to left the same day, but like cause like the nurse was cool and first time and that she's like, you just stay, like keep her company, cause like they're trying to, you know, like when they try and encourage the labour and that they give the little screen and little scrape and that.
Oh, the membrane sweep.
Yeah, the sweep. That's it. So you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like,
you're not telling me stuff I don't even know. I didn't even experience that.
Don't worry, it's coming, bro. It's coming. It's
God
coming.
willing,
It's coming.
touch wood.
yeah, touch wood, man, 100%.
You get me? Touch wood.
But yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of adjusting.
What? Let me ask the ignorant question.
Talk to me.
What does it all look like and all that? Do you just get to see all that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't.
Because that's probably like is that a mad thing or?
It's.
Are you
like,
looking? Are you looking?
You know what it is, yeah.
Cause you see me, my eyes will glance, fam. I want to see.
No, I stared.
It's just natural though, isn't it?
Bro, there's a head coming out of your missus. Like, you're gonna want to see what the hell is going on.
Yeah, but what's going on? What's actually happening?
So, like, you know what it is, yeah? Like, I've always looked away. First of all, when anyone's watching like a childbirth thing, I didn't think I could stomach it.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's in the pool now. So everything is a bit less because anything that's coming out is going into the water. So you're not seeing.
Yeah, but you can see in the water.
You can see in the water, but it's not as it's weird. It's water in it,
not
so it's
gory,
like
like.
it's not as gory. So obviously, it's like you think that the baby just comes out. It doesn't. Like as he's coming, so the contractions and the dilation is making everything wide enough for him to make his journey. But it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So it's like he comes a little bit, then he disappears. Do you get what I'm saying? Then he comes again a little bit more than he did the last time, then he completely disappears. Then he comes a little bit more than he did the first time, then he almost disappears, but not quite. Do you get what I'm saying?
So it's
and
a gradual thing.
Yeah, and then it keeps doing that, and then at a point, he gets to a place where he can't go back anymore. And that's when it's dangerous.
Shoulders.
No, it's like you know, like the
crown of the head.
crown of the head, where like the head goes.
Now,
like,
to be fair, that's my girl had C-section, innit? She didn't have a natural birth, so like my experience was completely different.
Yeah.
To his, like.
Okay.
But like, so it's like it gets to a point where he can't go back anymore, and it's mad because the heart rate. Obviously, I have no first aid, so when I'm listening to the heartbeat on the Sonic, I'm counting it in my head each second, like 130.
Yeah. Just to make sure.
To be honest, I don't want to disrespect anyone, but the midwife, I'm not saying no names, but the midwife is moving a bit.
Say names, man.
Nah,
I can't.
Comments be beaming and
Bro,
that,
she
like,
was
yeah, it's
moving mad. She not saying nothing. I had to move my position to go. She know what she said at the end? Oh, I could be a doula, which is like a birth partner, because it's like, I'd done my research before, but it's like you were so good in the moment that I didn't really have to do anything. No, you weren't doing anything. So
Yeah, a lot of people complain though. A lot of people complain and say like the midwife ain't really doing the job.
like-
But what do you want them to do though? What they're supposed
But like,
what do you
so
want them to do?
say to let the person know what's going on, because they're doing something to get to an end result that you're not telling them where they are in that.
Like what though? Like what?
I can see the head. Keep pushing.
You're talking about
push
to the
that.
girl?
Yeah, because you're not saying
To the
anything.
woman,
Just
should I say.
anything your body wants to do, you just go with your body and just. So the push that T's doing now is an abdominal push, like a tense. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. It's like a rectal push, like you can go in toilet. So she's pushing for all 45 minutes the wrong way,
Yeah,
and the woman's not saying anything.
all of that.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's your one job, like that's your
You got one job,
That's
bro.
your one job, like just make
I hear
things
that.
comfortable.
Yeah,
So obviously, once so
Until I walk on.
it's like the top of the head can come, and it gets to a point where it can't. So his head, the heart rate has gone from. So you can hear it, like all the time. Then he gets to that point, and it's like. So he's suffocating. You get me? Like his head's being crushed because of where he is.
And that's when you start counting.
I heard it straight away. I'm like, right. So, and even T's like, why is his heart like, what's happening? What's happening? And it's like, raw, like, she's just like, no. So I said, I had to tell her to be quiet, innit? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hate it.
Like, nah, because right now, you're not doing, like, it's not, the heart rate is down, bro.
Yeah,
almost
it's
Nah, it's
constant.
scary, though.
It's crunch time. It's crunch time. It's crunch
I said,
time.
babe, like, you can hear what's going on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to push right now. You have to come out. Because there's no going back from here. Like, I can't push the, like, bro, do you know what I'm saying? And then the whole
Come
head
out.
come up to the way.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's mad, bro. There's a head in between.
Yeah, but I want to know the feeling.
You know what?
Did you cry? Did you cry?
Nah, I didn't cry.
I did cry.
Because
Did you
there
cry?
was-
No, I didn't cry there. But you know what?
You didn't cry there?
Real man thing.
Where did you cry? Where did you
When
cry?
I go home,
Man,
yeah.
where did
no,
you-
the
see
real
the
man
audience-
thing.
I've
No,
never
let me-
heard it. I've never
no,
heard
you know
this.
what?
See the audience-
Let me tell
I've
you.
never heard
Let me
it,
tell you.
but
Let me
I've
tell
never
you.
heard this.
It's a real thing. Real thing.
Yeah, no, go on.
So like, my girl had C-section. So like, like she had all the contractions and all of that. Yeah. But like, there was no like proper movement. Like.
Yeah.
And like, she was there 2 days before she gave birth. So in that 2 days, yeah, I gave her the sweep and all of that. Nothing's really happening, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, she couldn't eat, innit? Because they told her she can't eat.
Can't eat before,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So she's there for like over 24 hours now. She can't eat. She's grumpy. Like,
Yeah.
see, like
Weak
when
as
she's
well.
hungry, yeah, she's on her neck.
What,
You know, like, you know when the girl's hungry.
What, even
yeah,
now? What, even now?
Fam, long. Just feed her, innit? Give her some food. Otherwise, it's just long. fam.
Even now, off the baby.
Yeah, 100%, bro. She's serious
It's
about.
been like that. Do you know?
That's the way she is.
Nah, but
She's been like that.
It's
long
like
story
that.
short on that, like, got to the C-section, like, gave her the epidural and all of that, yeah. And like, when the baby was born, like, the oxygen levels was bare low, but it's scary because like, you can see on the midwife's face that she's worried.
Yeah, but they
But
don't
you're
wanna-
meant
they
to
don't
be
wanna
the
shock
one.
you.
You know what I'm saying? You're meant to be the one
facts.
comforting her, like, and making her feel good. But I can see on your face. You're
You're making me
you know, you're
uneasy.
making me uneasy, like,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like
yeah.
obviously they rushed the baby, blah blah blah, to get the heart rate checked and that. But praise to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Everything went back to normal after like 3 or 4 hours and like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, now it's 18 months, year and a half, like she's running, kicking.
So is that when you cried when she went?
No, when I went back home, yeah. That's what it is. When I went back home, when I went back home after the whole thing.
Get to the cry. Get to the cry.
Yeah, I forgot about that cry bit. But yeah, flipping like, don't skip that bit, innit? Like, I want to know when you cried. When did you cry?
When did the tears come out your eyes?
Nah, but yeah, straight after when everything was fine and then like everything calmed down. A few hours is like, oh, you need to leave because of the whole COVID thing. Because she was born in 2020 April. So that's like when lockdown was
like
fresh.
Yeah, that's fresh.
Like 2 weeks after lockdown, it was peak.
Like in the mix.
Couldn't be worse.
Bro, parents
in the
was seeing the baby through car window, like, bro, like no parents was allowed in. Like, remember that? You know when it was peak, we didn't even know what was going on. Like lockdown just happened before a couple weeks.
We didn't even know. We never experienced lockdown.
Yeah, it was mad thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, man's got back home. I was like, bro, but man just witnessed all of that, bruv.
Yeah, and then it sets in.
Like, you know when it sets in, like, bruv, like the epidural was like, when I saw the size of the needle in the back here, I was like, rah.
Yeah.
The whole thing's going in your back, like. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't like needles anyway.
yeah, it's a mad thing. But yeah, man's been in the shower and it's like, rah, drop a little tear and it's a big man thing.
Oh, you're your own.
Yeah, my own, bro. My shower is like, rah, bruv.
What I want to know where you were and what was going on.
You can't see it.
Yeah, bro, I jump in the shower, like, obviously, and that, like, wash down everything. Take off
Even
the
just in
clothes
case he
and
walks in the water's on man's face.
yeah, you don't know. But it's just
babe.
me. It's just me alone. Now my
Yeah.
girl's she's still in the hospital. She's still in the hospital. So I left.
I hear that.
Now
I
I'm saying
hear
when
that.
everything's soaking, I'm like, rah, bruv, like,
There's a lot going on.
get me. The heart rate was mad low, bruv, and she's here now. She's
it's
kicking.
crazy.
She's breathing. You know what I'm saying? So like, praise to the Most High.
I don't know, it's funny.
If
Like,
there's anything you're gonna cry for, it's gonna be that, isn't it?
Nah, 100, bruv, on
I
a big
thought-
man thing.
I thought I might, but then when he actually came out, so basically my job was to pick him out of the water and give him to tea. Like, so we established this all before. It's like, once the baby comes out, we're not gonna touch you, you're gonna pick him out of the water, you're gonna hand him to his mother, we'll rub his back, whatever.
Like he's been baptized.
Almost.
Yeah.
So, obviously, it comes out,
You laugh at baptism.
No, it's not
Why are you laughing at that?
Comparing both to baptism.
it comes out,
Born
and
again.
then it comes out and they're like, they're like, oh.
Wait, you don't listen to him.
I hear
Sorry,
him.
go on.
They're like, oh, Daddy, pick up the baby. So I heard her say clear.
Who said that?
Midwife.
Oh,
It's like, grab him, like take him out of the water. Like, I just can't believe there's a whole baby in the water.
That you created.
Just floating there. Like he's
heard
turned
that.
around a bit. His eyes are still closed. He's not not breathing because the water's the same temperature as the fluid. So he doesn't realize he's out.
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
thinks he's just got more space.
Natural instinct just
yeah,
kick
just
in,
natural
yeah.
instinct. He just doesn't
Breathe, yeah.
try and breathe underwater.
Yeah.
So I'm just
yeah,
looking
yeah.
like, raw, like he spun round. I'm like, raw, like. And she says it again, like, pick up the baby. You're gonna breathe in a minute. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Bro, I was froze.
Serious?
I didn't even know what to do.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's just too much, just too overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
I was too overwhelmed to cry, too overwhelmed to be like.
So what did you do?
I had nothing. I just stood
you
there like.
just-
So I did the midwife pick up.
Oh,
the
you,
baby?
you mean you froze?
I froze. Completely.
How long for?
Like a good minute.
Oh,
So she had to take him out, and then I was like, what's the what? Like, then I came back, like, I'm like, right, like he's there, like. And then you like notice that the skin's like wrinkly, like you've been in the bath for ages.
Yeah.
The umbilical cord's still there, like.
Pale.
Yeah, like, oh, mate, it's a lot.
But I saw it. But when you sent me the picture of Zeke, obviously at the time I didn't know it was Zeke at the time. He looked exactly the same as you. He sent me the picture. I said, "It's a split image of you." He said to me, "He looks nothing like me." I said, "Bruv."
I said,
He said to me, "It looks." It's not even. I don't even know if it's my paternity. What did he say?
Is that really my kid?
I said, look how dark I am.
I said, "Bruv, he looks exactly the same as you." Bro.
I said,
Because
bro.
don't, fam. Me and
Bro,
him
I'm
argue.
dark, fam. Man, you can see I'm
got-
dark.
No, but they always come out like
Nah,
He don't care about
I'm not
that.
trying to hear all that.
He's on gas.
Bro, you see
He's
like
on
babies,
gas.
yeah?
The baby's white.
He's on gas.
You know, brother.
I'm on gas with them.
Yeah, that's why. I saw his eyes. I forgot.
He looks exactly the same as you. He goes, "Don't, fam."
I said, when the test
He was
comes
angry
back,
for about an
They
hour.
come out like, man.
you know, he's getting
But
darker
he was
now. I'm getting a bit
fuming.
more
Yeah.
happy.
Obviously, this is gonna come out, so I don't.
Bro, they
See,
changed
He wasn't
beds.
that angry.
I said, how can he be white? Like,
He's not white.
But what? Yeah, but you never seen like a 1 week, couple weeks.
I've
old
never
baby?
seen a 1-week-old baby.
No,
Swear.
I've never seen a 1-week-old baby.
I've never seen
I
a
don't watch
newborn straight away.
programs that I've never seen.
Yeah, not straight away.
I've never
But
seen
like
that's
a
the
few days, like a couple weeks.
Never.
man.
When would I have seen a newborn?
What do you mean? Okay.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
he
but
was
saw it
there.
a couple weeks now. After.
What is it? Baby come out, all come out white?
Yeah, but he wasn't.
No, but
See?
no, what? But
Is it a lie? Is it a lie? Is it a lie?
What
They're
did
a
what
bit
did
lighter,
it
man. They
you?
come out a bit lighter. Like I think babies here, like their facial features, all of that change, like as they develop, like they change.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm
But
assuming
But they
so.
get a bit darker. Like some babies come out lighter.
I never
than-
seen a black baby turn white though.
Well, how white was your baby though?
Fam, he was white. he was Caucasian.
Man said Caucasian.
Is that more than white? Is it?
That's what. That's like.
Yeah, Caucasian,
Bro, how
yeah.
can I be that dark? We're both like black. Like, well, how can it? And he's like, nah. And everyone's trying to explain to me. And
Yeah,
then
usually they come
then
out
the
like
first
that. He was acting up.
You know, the first question I asked, because obviously when they come out, this is what I learned actually on the day. is that the head is not fully together. It's like two plates.
Yeah.
So it moves. So in order to get out, it has to be able to like.
It's like a soft spot in the middle.
Yeah, like go compressed almost.
It's like two of
and then
them.
eventually it goes back. And I looked at his head, and I said, nah.
No, that's not yours.
It's not yours.
No, I said,
I
said,
That's your wife.
I said to the midwife.
No, he's married, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What?
No, I said to the midwife. I said,
Well, that's not
listen.
yours.
No, I said, when is it? I said,
Is it your husband's?
I said, when is his head gonna go back to the shape that it should be? And she said, and I said, no. Everyone come and look at his head is a mad shape.
So what do you want her to do?
Something.
What?
You're a midwife. You told me. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but his head is not the right shape. Cunt.
So what now?
I don't know. We're arguing for all 10 minutes. I said, well, can't you shape it or something? Like, do something to it.
Like it's clay. Like it's clay.
Oh, mate.
Put it
So
in
what,
order.
the 10 days after birth, though, has it been for you? Like,
You know what? It's
It's a good question still, because
Yeah, yeah,
I know the answer.
talk to me.
So I want to see if he tells the truth.
it's been interesting.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of adjustments to make because you're now on. Like I've always lived on my own terms and how I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Obviously, you get married or you get partner or whatever, and you have to then start considering what they want, but at the same time, you're still gonna do what you're gonna do because you can. When you got a youth now,
The dynamics change.
But it must do.
Yeah,
It must
changes
do.
still.
the dynamic change because now you even want to be, you don't want to miss stuff as
Yeah,
well,
100%.
and then you know that you know how difficult it is for you, and you know it's difficult for the other person on their own. And there's some things that you start recognizing quickly within 2-3 days that you can do better than they can do better than you can.
Like being here, like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
being
you
here,
understand what I'm
you know what I mean? Like being here, obviously, she's on her own
No, so
right
like,
now. That little thing.
I can settle him no matter what. I can settle him in like 10 minutes. So she's all messaging me now because obviously got circumcised. He's fussing, he's crying. She can't settle him. But she can't settle him really anyway. Sometimes, obviously, she feeds him, then he might settle. But with me, as soon as I get him, he's kind of cool. Like
calms
today,
down.
you put him down, he cries when you change him. If I do it, he don't really cry. If you bath him, he starts crying. If I do it, he kind of looks like cool. So it's like, what do I do? How do you do it? I don't even know. Do you understand what I'm saying? I just hold him, and then it's like, he just calm.
It calms down.
Yeah, so it's like you know that you can do that, and that makes everyone's life easier. Because now in 10 minutes he's down, in 15 minutes he's asleep, in like 17 he's in like.
You say it makes everyone's life easier, but when we had to do something in the evening recently, you wasn't able to go because
Yeah, it's different
you
now.
was the evening shift.
It was my shift.
Yeah, it's different now. It's different. It's different.
It's my shift.
Your shift was evening shift
And trust me, T's
because
like,
you have to get him to sleep.
she's expressed the milk. The milk's in the fridge.
I hear it.
The changing bags are upstairs. The heating's on in the room. I'm going to lay down. When he cries, and certain things, and you know, the mother instinct is a real thing, you know.
Oh, bro.
Nah,
There's
100%.
certain things you can just
100%.
do, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. You have to better figure it out. But screaming at you, looking at you, you don't know what's going on. Screaming, bro. It doesn't think,
Like,
bro.
it's real talk, you know. It's
Bruv,
real,
I look
real
after my niece
talk.
and nephew.
It's real talk.
I don't even know where the nappies are.
Bro, I'm telling you. I put it on backwards first.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like, and then I
hear
was
it,
trying
I
to change
hear
it
it.
in weed. While it like, I had to jump back. You know what I mean? Like,
It's all part of it, man. It's all part of it, bro. Watch when you can move properly, like. You know,
That's
like
what
getting,
I think-
getting a nappy on and a baby that's like proper crawling, that it's long.
in the shower, my dad said, he said,
But you know how strong babies are.
it's nothing. He
Babies
said,
are
you've
bare
experienced
strong.
nothing yet.
Trust
Madam
me.
told me, he said, you're not even any. He said, he laughed. I said, bro, I ain't slept. Madam laughed. He said, ha. He goes, you know,
Trust
baby food now, but you're not even in yet. You're all 10 days in, bro.
Bro, the
You're
baby
not
don't
even
even know how to cry. Watch when they can cry properly.
That's what somebody said.
I can imagine. But,
Bro, 10 days, they can't cry
You
properly.
see, crying babies, yeah, that's one thing that will drive me mad.
You know what?
Crying
Yeah, but it's
babies
different
drive
when
me
it's your
nuts.
own. Because I remember, so basically they get the mucus in it. The mucus in his
But you got to take that out of your mouth.
Yeah, but shout out to his
I
mum.
see a girl that took it out of her mouth.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
to his
there's
mum.
different things you can do.
Then we've got a
No,
little
yeah,
thing.
there's
It
things you can
doesn't work
You can't put
properly.
Yeah,
snot in
yeah,
your
yeah.
mouth.
It's not
Would you do it?
mucus.
Have you done it yet?
It is snot. Mucus is snot.
Me.
But they suck it out with their mouth.
Bro, I watched
know girls suck it out with their mouth.
My mum does it. Her mum went like
With her mouth?
Yeah, that's proper old school, but it works.
Nah,
It cleans it out quick.
I ain't done it, but I know it works.
No, I mean, if I I'm saying it's a joke. If I obviously have my kid, I'll take it out because if they're crying, they're upset. I know what it's like, but that's a madness.
Bro, he was
So
crying.
look, you know, you look at your baby.
Have you
face.
taken your kid out with the mucus?
No, I haven't. No.
Have you?
I haven't.
Yeah.
I would never.
I haven't.
I would never. The grandparents are there for that. They've been there. Shout out the
No,
grandparents.
but the funny thing, I messaged him the other day. I said to him, we always said, we've got a couple of things to do. He goes, yeah, it's calm, man. T's mum's coming, man. It's calm, man. T's mum, she comes every day, man. T's mum's coming. That's easy for him.
Nah, they know things you don't know. Things you won't think
Grandparents
about. They just know
help,
it.
Oh, serious,
Straight, man.
But like,
Grandparents
so
help.
that mucus thing. So basically, we're trying to get the. So he's crying. He's crying one day. He's crying. Nothing you're doing, stop it. He's crying. Then he starts crying. So he tries to eat, yeah, but he can't eat because he's trying to breathe through his nose. He can't breathe. So he's crying even more. But then he's crying. He's like doing that, like, and then he's not breathing
Nothing.
for like, bro. I almost cried.
Why?
I thought he was dying, fam.
Oh.
Bro, you
So
know it. Trust me. You
bro.
see the first few days, yeah, you think
I hear that.
everything,
Everything's
like
killing
literally,
you.
Everything's
man.
an issue.
Yeah,
Everything's an
100%, 100%.
Bro,
100%.
so now I'm holding him. I've grabbed him off T. I'm screaming at her, call the ambulance now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that.
Something's wrong with him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going mad, bro.
I heard that.
She's going, nice. I'm just call the ambulance
Splitting up
now.
over it,
Bro,
splitting up over it and that.
I'm
Nice
like,
man.
I'm just fam. I don't
imagine.
know. So I called because we get free to the hospital. They're like, I'm like, listen, I've snatched the phone. Something's wrong. He's not breathing. The woman said, oh, okay, cool, calm down. He's crying in the background. She's like, is that him I can hear in the background? I said, yeah, he's screaming. She said, there's nothing.
It's like if he's screaming.
Crying. Nothing wrong with me.
But he shouldn't be crying.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah, but if he
he's
can't breathe, he
She's like,
won't be
he's
screaming.
breathing. If he,
Yeah, he won't be
couldn't
screaming
breathe.
if he can't breathe, innit?
She's like,
Oh, you think he can't breathe?
I think he
Yeah.
can't breathe. But she's
But
like,
he's crying.
of course he can, yeah, but
I wouldn't think he can't breathe if he's crying.
Nah, bro, it's
but
every little. You see the first few days, yeah.
I'm telling you, I
if the
would not
baby,
think he
if the
can't
baby's
be
in the
crying.
cot and they're not moving too much, bro,
I'll
you're
poke
like
him, you know.
No, I believe that. I agree
You know what I'm
with that.
saying, bro?
Yeah,
The
you
first
panic,
few
you
days
panic,
is
you panic,
peak,
innit?
I'll
bro.
poke him until he
100%.
moves. It's a joke. I don't care if he
But
wakes
they
up.
start choking on the milk.
You don't care if he wakes
But
up.
he's mad.
Listen to this guy.
It's real talk, man.
Bro,
Hey,
he's,
listen to him.
he's asleep and he's not moving.
And he's not moving.
No. Yeah. No, you.
Any little thing, you're like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
straight, man.
Definitely.
Start choking on any little thing, like,
Yeah, but
on their
it's-
own spit. Start suffocating their own spit, like, bro, it's mad.
But
you see, like young babies.
Literally, grandma came and sucked out the snot. She did it like 3 times. Mucus gone, and he's
With her mouth.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard that thing.
And then spit it out.
Yeah, that's.
Well, in your house, she's just.
That she's
You have to do it. But that is so
No, but
disgusting.
she had to come and do
No,
it.
I get it.
No one
I get
did
it. I get it.
No,
I
but
get
who's
it.
doing that? When I looked at me, do you know how this what happened? Yeah? He's like,
Who's doing that?
He's got mucus
So
in
she
his
had to
nose,
come and
yeah?
do it.
He looked at me like I said, mucus in his nose. You must be mad.
I can't do things like that, man. Nah, I'm not
So we
about
got
that.
the thing, tried to get it out, couldn't. She tried, and then like a little bit something in her mouth. She said, "Yo, yeah, grandma,
Yeah,
you
babe.
have to come
Yeah,
out
mum,
and-
can't
yeah,
you-
come
Nah,
through."
I'm not here
And
for
she
that.
did it, you know Africans as well. It's just mucus now.
You see?
Real quick. I was like,
Oh, how about the ones that swallow it?
some probably does go down. I don't know. It's mucus. But then he literally from there you can hear the breathing. It's super calm. It's fine. So it's like, but yeah, it's crazy. I've got long way to go, but
No, 100%, man.
10 days.
Got a lot to experience, man. Literally, bro. The thing is, yeah, you see like little babies, yeah, bro. They go through it. Like they first born, like they got all these breathing difficulties. Sometimes like they choke on the
forbid,
milk
touch
and that.
wood.
Then they start teething. As soon as they get into a little routine, then they start teething. That routine's now done because like they go through all this thing. Next thing you know, it could be colic, but we just like just one thing after the other. But like, you know, so it's a
call it
blessing.
jaundice is another thing. I've
Jaundice,
Jaundice, yeah, when they
the biggest
first born,
blessing in the
yeah,
world.
the
I know about
UV
that.
light and all of that.
Yes.
It's
The biggest blessing in the world.
It just shows
man.
you see us humans, yeah, bro. We go through life, yeah. It's a
my
struggle
God.
from the time you're born till now. It's just a struggle.
And you know,
Oh, life.
That's life. Like as soon as you're out, as soon as you're out,
compared to the struggle,
it's a long
life.
fam. As soon as you're out the thing, it's long for you.
Struggle. Life
It's a
is a struggle.
struggle, fam. From the time you're born, it's long.
But even the other day, I guess we'll just save it for another podcast.
no, I mean, yeah.
No, Chris, well, you're Chris, isn't it? Chris, I can see Chris is angry. His
Militant.
hands are like 1 minute, 2 minutes.
You man were 43.7 seconds late.
2.5 seconds overboard.
Nah, but big congrats, Fs, man. Big
That's my
congrats.
key, man. Fs,
But I'll
congrats,
keep
my
man
brother.
updated and that. And hopefully I'll bring him one day matching trainers and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, from his uncle.
Next week, we said next week he's coming.
Yeah, his uncle gonna grab him grab him some bits.
Them indirects there, like, just in case you haven't got anything.
I'm gonna let him know still. I'm gonna tell him, yeah, don't worry, your uncle's doing. Everyone's, all of our sons, we all gave birth.
Oh,
Do you understand?
fucks.
He's us all.
I was there during the birth.
Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot. I was so out of it. I completely.
I was there
forgot.
during the birth.
Yeah, 100%.
I was laying in the birthing room that I shouldn't be in. That I managed to find my way into. On the gas and air, laying cold out on the bed on the phone.
I hate his whole name too. I hate his name.
Sorry.
Full government name and that.
Yeah, I hate it.
Sorry.
Like,
But yeah,
we'll be bleeping that out.
They say, well, F's, you're going to close us in
Are
prayer.
you closing the prayer? This
what I closed
was
last time.
like very mature.
Did I not close last time? I opened.
No, I
you
closed
opened
last time.
You opened still.
I closed last time.
If we could all have quiet in the building.
Everyone closed their eyes.
Bow your heads and close your eyes. Yeah, so thank you for another successful day, another successful week. We're grateful for being here, for you blessing us with these different talents and different ways to express ourselves. So we're grateful. New life. You know, every day someone's born, every day someone goes, so we don't take anything for granted. We're just grateful fully. Continue to give us the ideas, continue to be with us, continue to look over us, keep us safe and sound. And let's go, let's get it. Everything's to your glory and everything's through you and for you. Without you, nothing was made that was made. So we're just grateful again. We thank you and bless us as you continue to do so.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
You've prayed before.
Amen.
Oh, you've been praying. Oh, you've prayed before. Oh, you've prayed before. Oh, that's like a very confident prayer. I hear his thing. Man, them.